It's another year and Samsung releases top-of-the-line devices, and as tradition continues, we have 3 devices in the S line once again. In this video, we're going to review the middle guy, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus, which actually sells a bit cheaper compared to last year's price. A worthy flagship device, one you love to have as your main device. Let me show you why. Hello guys, it's Rickaquaog and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. Without taking much of your time, let's get to the video. Let's get right to the design and build. This is just beautiful. The camera cutout wrapping around the frame of the device, giving this a unibody look. When you look closely, you can actually see there's a separation between the camera bump and the frame, but they fuse together in this sleek curved design. The curves here feel really smooth and I really like it. The front and back is a Gorilla Glass Victus, which is currently the toughest glass in any Samsung device, and I haven't had a case on this ever since I started using it, and as you can see, this is doing a really good job at keeping away scratches and damages, just like Samsung said. This also has a glossy aluminum frame. This comes in the Phantom Violet, Silver and Black. I have here the silver. Just look at how cool it looks. On the phone, we have the volume rockers and power button on the right side. Clicky and tactile, feels great. Below you can find a USB-C port for charging and data transfer, and the speaker grill. And it has a dual SIM card slot with no micro SD support. Not like I ever used it in years, I really don't miss its absence, probably contributing to this year's reduction in price. And the microphone down below. Checking the left side of this device, there's nothing found on there. At the top you can find 2 microphones and a triple camera setup at the back, looking minimal and sleek. Now to the screen. For the screen, let me start by saying this has absolutely spoiled me. Before this, I was using the A51 and I was okay with the screen. No complaints until I got this guy. See how bright the S21 Plus gets. Punchy, vibrant colors made me wonder how I was okay with the A51 for so long, especially when using this outdoors. This is just beautiful. For specs, this is a 1080p 20:9 aspect ratio 6.7 inches dynamic AMOLED screen with a 48:120 variable refresh rate. Also, this has a flat display, guys. Samsung is serving candies at this point. This is just sweet. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus screen also supports HDR10. Samsung has built a reputation of providing one of the most amazing displays on a smartphone, and this is no different. At 1080p, the screen is amazing, sharp and vivid, good color representation, and gets plenty bright too at 1300 nits. The variable 48:120Hz refresh rate seals the deal too. Silky, smooth animations. This is so pleasing to the eyes. Not forgetting the in-display fingerprint sensor, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. And you know what completes the experience? The stereo speaker setup found on this device. Not having to worry about blocking off one of the speakers when consuming content, but having this good sounding pair of speakers here is something really I appreciate. This is a short sound test. Now let's get into the internals for a bit. Depending on where you buy this device, you can get the Exynos variant or the Snapdragon. I have here the Exynos variant. This is the Exynos 2100. There's also a 5nm chipset coupled with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. It also comes in a 256GB variant. Just like the S21 phones, the S21 Plus is seriously fast. One of the best Samsung is offering right now. Fast app opening speeds. I initially thought the 8GB of RAM was going to cripple this device, but so far this has been great. I haven't had any issues yet. I'm pretty happy with it. Everything is fast with the Android 11 and the redefined One UI 3.1. One UI is pretty clean now, some little clean changes which I really appreciate. One thing I did notice though, anytime you decide to put a little pressure on this device, the back tends out to warm up a little bit, probably because of the back glass and metal. These are obviously good conductors of heat. But like I said, this is nothing serious. You can also put it in a case and you're not going to have any issues at all. Don't be like me, invest in a good case as it's going to protect your phone for a longer period of time. Before talking about the cameras, let me talk a little bit about security. This year, Samsung has a bigger sensor found on the bottom part of the screen, and this is one of the fastest in-display fingerprint sensor I have tried out. Almost as fast as a biometric fingerprint sensor, and it's really secure too. No pressure needed, just tap on your screen and you're in. Can't wait for Apple to lend this and implement this, that is if they ever do. Face ID works well too, but not as fast as the in-display fingerprint sensor. Now for the cameras. This has 4 cameras in total. A very small punch hole camera on the screen. This is a 10 megapixel f2.2 26mm wide angle lens. At the back, we have a 12 megapixel sensor. This shoots at f1.8, a 64 megapixel telephoto which also shoots at f2.0, and a 12 megapixel sensor which shoots at f2.2. This is the ultra wide camera. These are some versatile cameras capable of shooting 8K at 24 FPS. And this is an 8K 24 FPS footage. Obviously, we are going to downgrade it to 4K so we can post to YouTube, but check all that. And also 4K in all the other sensors. So this is a 4K 60 UHD video. We're still testing it out. What do you guys think? Have some beautiful models here for today. Oh, look at your smile. It's great. Some of the new features include the director's mode that allows you to use all your cameras at the same time. You can see me from the selfie camera whilst the wide angle also pops right there. Single take that gives you a bunch of photos and videos for your single take. Got some really cool pictures from trying these out. For the portraits, these are great. Amazing dynamic range. See the subject and background separation, picture details and sharpness. You also get zoom capabilities of up to 30 optical, and I think this is kind of usable if you actually want to use them. Night mode produces some amazing pictures too. Other camera modes that's worth checking out include the Pro option that gives you all the flexibility when it comes to taking pictures, the portrait video, super slow motion, and hyperlapse. These are some cool features, a lot to play with. This device is powered by a 4800 mAh battery that supports 25 watts of fast charging. Also supports wireless charging of up to 15 watts and reverse charging of up to 4.5 watts. My battery life experience has been great. Minimum of 5 hours of screen on time every day. But I kind of realize anytime that I have 120Hz display on, I end up charging my phone maybe once before the day goes to an end. For water resistance, this phone is also IP68 rated protection, so some water resistance in case there are some splashes here and there. You shouldn't have any problems with that. Now to 5G. Yes, you can really experience 5G in Ghana now, but that actually translates to some amazing 4G LTE connections which have been great so far, even when I'm using this as a hotspot device. This gives some amazing fast connections and I can't wait to actually experience what the 5G is like. But I'm actually confident, kind of feels like I future-proofed my device because when 5G gets here, I kind of have a device that will be able to support that. So having a 5G capable device, even though I can't use it now, is still cool. I know it's going to get here very soon. Now to my favorite part, getting to talk about my favorite features and what I didn't really like about this device. Let's start with my favorite, the screen. This is the best screen I have ever used in any device, probably because of how bright it gets at 1300 nits. Makes me wonder what 1500 nits on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra feels like, because this is absolutely great and that is going to be bonkers. Then the fingerprint sensor. Once again, I'm looking at you, Apple. Implement this. The fingerprint sensor on here is great, it's fast, it's secure, and I really like it. Then to the cameras, the portrait turns out great, night selfies are even good. In general, the performance and everything about this device has been flagship level. Not really so much to complain about these guys. I know the SD card being off, I don't really use it, so I can't complain about that. In general, I've had a great time with this device. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus is a flagship device. It's fast, it has great cameras, an amazing screen, good battery performance. Everything about it has been flagship level for me. I love this. I rarely say that, but I think I do. So this brings us to the end of this video. If you're new to this channel, kindly consider hitting the subscribe button, leaving in the comment sections your view, comments, or any questions that you want to find out about this device, as I'm always hanging out with you. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in my next upload. Peace. I'm out.